Hey everyone, Melissa here. I'm not sure if you guys are fans of RuPaul's Drag Race, but I am, which means I'm going to talk about it because we're on my channel. And hopefully you do like RuPaul's Drag Race. And if you don't, you should give it a chance. My favorite seasons are seasons 2 through 6. Wasn't a huge fan of season 1. Wasn't a huge fan of the last season, so I have high hopes that this season will redeem itself. So I decided that I would watch and jot down my notes about the Meeting the Queens of season 8 because they were just released. I would like to give you my predictions. If you're a fan of RuPaul's Drag Race, I'd like to hear your predictions. Leave them in the comments down below as to what you think is going on this coming season. And hopefully you feel the same way, or I'm just crazy about my predictions. Does that make sense? Let's hope. In my drag queen, I like a couple of things. I like some comedy. I like some rock and roll. I like some confidence. And I like my queen to look like a lady. Alright, so the first queen in the lineup is Acid Betty. Acid Betty's a New York queen. From her picture, from her video, I was intrigued by her. She definitely looks like she's been doing this for a while. She looks like she knows what she's doing, just based on her face. She's an art queen. I have heard of her before. I've looked her up on the Instagrams before the announcement because I had heard rumor that she was on the show. So I did look her up a little bit. Just saying. I am questioning her. I don't love her yet, but I don't hate her. She's falling in this middle category for me of like a toss-up. I don't know if she's gonna do good. She is seasoned, which makes me hope she does good because I hope a seasoned queen goes far. But at the same time, there was like this weirdness, this weird energy I was getting from her in her video that made me like, I don't know. The second queen I'm gonna talk about, Bob the Drag Queen. Hands down my favorite one for this season so far. Made me laugh in the video, looks like a woman. Her damn name's Bob the Drag Queen. Gotta be great, right? The next queen is Chi-Chi DeVayne. Very confused by her. I actually wrote down and will read you a quote from her video. The part that made me most confused. I actually listened to it 6 times. I started doing drag because my drag mother passed away, and I vowed that I would continue the name DeVayne. You started doing drag because she passed away and you would continue her name. Wouldn't you needed to start before she passed for her to be your drag mama? You're saying you started because of her passing to continue her name, but how could she be your drag mama if... Do you see why I'm confused? Anyways, that is the only note I wrote other than I think she was trying too hard and she just seemed all over the map. I mean, who the heck am I to judge people? I'm just going off of how I think the season is gonna go. First impressions, people. Cynthia Lee Fontaine. She's from Puerto Rico. The only reason why I like the Puerto Rico queens, I like their accent. Alexis Mateo and Yara Sofia killed me with their accents in the past. There's been other Puerto Rico queens. Those two have been like the two I like the most just because of their voices. They always make me laugh. So I'm looking forward to having another Puerto Rico queen in the lineup, but I don't think she's gonna win. Next we have Derrick Barry. Derrick Barry is a Vegas queen. She is the Britney impersonator. I'm not too familiar with her, of course, but I have actually seen pictures of her in the past and been like, whoa, that's not Britney, that's a man dressed like Britney, who's doing a real good job of being Britney. In her interview, she said Britney like 10,000 times. I should have started a clicker, they should have started a clicker on the bottom counting every time she name dropped Britney. I wonder if she's met Britney, because I don't think she mentioned that. I'm sure she's met Britney. If she's working in Vegas, Britney was in Vegas, they must have met. Anyways, I'm sure we'll hear all about it in this season. She also mentioned the word throuple, which is a word that I hate. Definitely reminded me of Courtney Act, because Courtney had all those costumes already made for her. Derrick had mentioned quite a few costumes that were made for her by the person that made some Lady Gaga stuff. So I'm getting them Courtney Act vibes. I'm also getting the Chad Michael vibes because she's an impersonator. So we'll see. I actually think she's gonna end up going farther in this competition. I don't know because maybe she's gonna be one-sided, but that's how I felt Chad Michaels was. Chad Michaels won All-Stars. And that's how I thought Courtney Act was, and Courtney Act made it to Final 3. Next we have Dax exclamation point. Dax is Violet Chachki's drag mama. Violet Chachki was season 7's America's Next Drag Superstar. She won the thing. So I have high expectations for Dax, but I also have this thing in the pit of my stomach saying Dax isn't gonna last for long, which also kind of sucks. It's like a question mark. She might make it really far or she might be out right away. Next we have Kimchi. Next to Kimchi, I have written down I liked the wig color. It's a Korean queen. I do like the play on her name. There's some not very good names this year in my opinion, and lots of boy names, which, okay, fine, but like, come on, drag queen, pick a like funny name or a girly name. Guy names kind of just annoying me. When it comes to my drag queens, I'm clearly very picky. Laila McQueen. After watching her thingamajig, what is that called? Their interview, their introduction, whatever I'm talking about. I've been drinking wine this whole time and before this, so I think she likes comedy. I think she is funny. I don't think she was funny in the actual video though, but I'm hoping that she is funny, especially because she mentioned like Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig and Chelsea Handler in her "Who would you want to be a judge?" portion of the thingamajiggy. So that tells me that she might be funny. I'm hoping that she's funny. She seems like a stoner, rocker, stripper. Nothing wrong with any of those things, and so I think she's gonna be great. And I have high expectations and hopes for her. She's definitely in my top, let's say, 3 or 4 so far. Next we have Naomi Smalls. She just didn't seem confident. Just in her legs. She had legs for days. Hashtag legs for days. Other than that, I have nothing to say. I don't think she's gonna make it far. Neisha Lopez. Neisha is quite the pageant girl, so she is probably going to not like anybody who's alternative or edgy or funny. She's gonna think that they're making fun of what she does and it's boring and we've heard it before and I'm over it already and I don't care about her. Sorry. Next we have Robbie Turner. I really wish she was funnier. When I first looked at the pictures before I actually watched the videos, I was like, she looks like she's gonna be a hoot. I sat like this watching the video. And I remember a couple things popped into my head. Wish she was funnier. Kind of reminded me of Max from last season, and not in a good way because I actually really liked Max from last season, but it was like weird. She also reminded me of Milk a little bit, just like offbeat, but like super into like old movies and stuff like that. I just drew a big old question mark next to her name because I don't even know. And lastly, we have Thor. Confident, she seemed happy to be there. She also seemed super laid back and like casual. She seemed like she knew what was up, she knew what she was doing, and it didn't matter. And I think she is also got a great chance of making it far. The top 4 queens I think that are gonna make it far in this competition is Bob the Drag Queen, Derrick Barry, Laila McQueen, and Thor. The first 4 queens that I have a feeling are going to be out early is Shishi, Devane, whatever. See, I don't even care. Cynthia Lee Fontaine, Naomi Smalls, don't think you're going to make it far, Neisha Lopez. These are the queens that I think are going to be out near the beginning of the competition. And the other ones I think are just going to fall through. Maybe they'll surprise us, maybe they'll leave early. I don't know. But what I do know is that they better not it up. So these were just my personal opinions. I'm not a drag queen. I hardly know fashion. I just am a fan of comedy and the show, and I have enjoyed every single season. And I was really looking forward to finding out who was going to be on this season, and I'm super looking forward to the actual season happening. Maybe I'll do RuPaul's Drag Race reviews once the show starts this season. I don't know. Really hoping for All Stars Season 2 to happen this summer, which I think it's going to happen now. And I will give you my predictions as to who is going to be on it. Faux shizzle, that will definitely be a vidizzle. What did I just do? Thank you all for watching my videos. If you did like this video, if you like RuPaul's Drag Race, if you liked my predictions, or if you didn't, why don't you hit that like button? It's just down below. And also leave a comment with your predictions for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 8 Queens. Tell me what you think and tell me who your favorite past queen was. Like I said, mine is Alaska, hands down. And while you're here, you can hit that subscribe button, is down below. If you want to see more of me, you just have to hit subscribe. And until next time, stay strange. First impressions, you know what I mean? Like, this is my first impressions of the queen.